This new strategy is to try to blame only John Eastman or Sidney Powell or Congressman Scott Perry or others, and not President Trump. The strategy is to blame people his advisors called, quote, the crazies for what Donald Trump did. President Trump is a 76-year-old man. He is not an impressionable child.
Damn! Well, today was undoubtedly a day for one of my favorite Democrats, Jamie Raskin.
American carnage. That's Donald Trump's true legacy. His desire to overthrow the people's election and seize the presidency interrupted the counting of electoral college votes for the first time in American history, nearly toppled the constitutional order, and brutalized hundreds and hundreds of people.
It was once again Trump's fellow Republican, Liz Cheney, who went straight for the jugular, outlining something that you think would be obvious, that Trump is not a child and therefore he shouldn't be coddled and held accountable.
This just seems to make Donald Trump look awful, just awful.
This new strategy is to try to blame only John Eastman or Sidney Powell or Congressman Scott Perry or others, and not President Trump. In this version, the president was, quote, poorly served by these outside advisors. The strategy is to blame people his advisors called, quote, the crazies for what Donald Trump did. This, of course, is nonsense. President Trump is a 76-year-old man. He is not an impressionable child.
But if you're looking through Donald Trump's life, you would realize that this is part of the problem. He has never been held accountable. Through terrible business decisions, bankruptcies, and oftentimes illegal acts, Donald Trump has been able to get away with basically everything. His entire life has been an example of what happens when there is an overwhelming lack of accountability. But we are hoping that with the January 6 hearings in full swing, that maybe this is one thing that he will not be able to talk his way out of.
And one more item. After our last hearing, President Trump tried to call a witness in our investigation, a witness you have not yet seen in these hearings. That person declined to answer or respond to President Trump's call and instead alerted their lawyer to the call. Their lawyer alerted us, and this committee has supplied that information to the Department of Justice. Let me say one more time, we will take any effort to influence witness testimony very seriously. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Thank you. The gentlelady yields back.